Hello friends, I welcome you in lecture number 29 on double integrals. In this lecture we will see how to convert Cartesian double integral into polar double integral. That means we will see how to convert double integral from Cartesian coordinates to polar coordinates and then how to evaluate the resulting polar integral. So we understand how to convert Cartesian integral into polar integral. So suppose we want to transform this double integral fx by dx dy over region R, which is double integral in Cartesian coordinates, or it is Cartesian double integral. So suppose we want to transform or we want to change this Cartesian integral into polar integral. So as we know, the relationship between Cartesian and polar coordinates is x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta. So we will replace x by r cos theta and y by r sin theta in given function, and dx dy, or if we are given dy dx, so that will be replaced by r times dr d theta. Be careful here, we will replace dx dy or dy dx by r times dr into d theta. So this r is additional term here. We are not replacing dx dy by dr d theta, but we will replace dx dy or dy dx by r times dr d theta. So after substituting all these things, our Cartesian integral will be converted into polar integral. We put x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta, and we replace dx dy by r dr d theta over region G. So G denotes the region of integration in polar coordinates, and here r denotes the region of integration in Cartesian coordinates x and y. So in this way we can convert Cartesian integral into polar integrals. In some examples, it is not easy to evaluate our double integral in terms of Cartesian coordinates. But if we transform the Cartesian coordinates into polar coordinates, then our double integral might be easy as compared to Cartesian coordinates. So sometimes this is helpful if we are not able to integrate, or if it is difficult to integrate with respect to Cartesian coordinates. We will convert Cartesian integral into polar integral, and we will be able to integrate easily with respect to polar coordinates. So we will discuss now examples on how to transform given double integral into polar integral and how to evaluate the resulting polar integral. So again we repeat, we will replace dx dy or dy dx by r times dr d theta. We will not replace dx dy by dr d theta, but we will multiply with r, and dx dy or dy dx will be replaced by r dr d theta, and x will be replaced by r cos theta, y will be replaced by r sin theta. And after these substitutions we will find out limits of integration for r and theta, and then we will evaluate the resulting polar integral. So we understand this process with this example. Evaluate integral of x square plus y square from y equal to 0 to under root 4 minus x square, and from x equal to 0 to 2 dy dx by changing into polar coordinates. So to change in the polar coordinates, we will consider x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta, and we will replace dy dx by r dr d theta. And to decide the limits of r and theta, we will need the region of integration. So region of integration we will sketch using the given limits of integration. Here order of integration is first with respect to y and then with respect to x. So limits of y are from y equal to 0 to y equal to square root of 4 minus x square, and limits of x are from 0 to 2. Now if we take square on both sides of this equation, we have y square equal to 4 minus x square, and that we can rewrite as x square plus y square equal to 4, which is a circle with center origin and radius 2. So we have one circle and 3 lines, x equal to 0, that is y axis, x equal to 2, and y equal to 0, that is x axis. So first we sketch the region of integration. So I have already sketched the circle. Circle is x square plus y square equal to 4. Other curves are y equal to 0, that is x axis, x equal to 0, that is y axis, and x equal to 2. So x equal to 2 is the line passing through this point, and it is parallel to y axis. So we extend in the vertical direction. This is the line x equal to 2. It will intersect the circle at only one point 20. This is origin. Now region is in between x equal to 0 and 2, and y is starting from 0, and we are going up to the boundary of the circle. So lower boundary of the region is y equal to 0, upper boundary is boundary of the circle. Limits of x are from 0 to x equal to 2. So this is the region of integration for given double integral. Now we are considering polar coordinates r and theta. So to determine the limits of r, as usual, we consider a ray starting from origin and passing through the region of integration. So on this ray, theta becomes constant and r is changing. So this ray is entering the region at this point, which is origin, and at origin value of r is 0. So we write that ray enters the region at r equal to 0. Now this point at which ray is leaving the region, this point is on the circle x square plus y square equal to 4. So we have to convert this equation in polar form. So we know that x square plus y square is r square. So we have r square equal to 4, and this implies r equal to 2. So this point is on the circle. So upper limit for r is r equal to 2. So r is from 0 to 2. Now to cover the remaining region, we have to consider this type of rays starting from this point, and at this point value of theta is 0, and we have to consider this rays starting from this point to, okay, we can consider our region here. So we start from this point. This is the smallest possible value of theta, which is 0, and then we increase the value of theta. We consider this type of rays. So we have to go up to this point, and at this point value of theta is pi by 2. So limits of theta are from 0 to pi by 2. R is from 0 to 2. So here we have written all these things. The region of integration is shown in figure. To change in polar form, we substitute x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta. Then dy dx is replaced by r times dr d theta. To find the limits of r, we imagine a ray starting from origin and passing through the region as shown in above figure. So we have discussed all these things, and we have obtained these limits of r. R is from 0 to 2, and theta is from 0 to pi by 2. So now this is our integral x square plus y square dy dx. Y is from 0 to under root 4 minus x square, x is from 0 to 2. So x square plus y square is nothing but r square, and dy dx is r into dr d theta. So we replace x square plus y square by r square, dy dx by r dr d theta, and limits of r are from 0 to 2 and theta is from 0 to pi by 2. Now r square into r is r raised to 3, so that we rewrite again r cube dr, r is from 0 to 2, and then d theta from theta equal to 0 to pi by 2. Here we will consider theta is constant in the inner integral. Now integral of r cube is r raised to 4 by 4, limits of r are from 0 to 2. Then we put r equal to 2, so we have 2 raised to 4 divided by 4. 2 raised to 4 is 16 divided by 4 minus r equal to 0, that is 0. So 16 by 4 is 4, so we have 4 d theta. 4 is constant, integral of d theta is theta, and limits of theta are from 0 to pi by 2. So after putting limits, we have 4 times pi by 2 minus 0, that is 4 times pi by 2, which is equal to 2 pi. So in this way we can transform given double integral into polar integral, and then we can evaluate the resulting polar integral easily. We can generalize this problem to this more general problem. Our function is same, x square plus y square dy dx. Instead of square root of 4 minus x square, here we have square root of a square minus x square. So above example is particular case of this example with a equal to 2 and x has limits from 0 to a. So this problem is also similar to above problem. Here limits of y are from 0 to square root of a square minus x square. So this is nothing but equation of circle with center, origin and radius a. In above problem radius a was 2. So above problem is particular case of this problem for particular value of a, which is 2. So I have sketched the region of integration. This circle x square plus y square equal to a square has polar equation r equal to a. So if you consider the line passing through the region, limits of r are from 0 to r equal to a, and here also theta, smallest value of theta is 0, largest value of theta is pi by 2. So theta is from 0 to pi by 2. So this we can convert in polar integral in this way, and we can evaluate this integral easily. So I have written just answer. Answer is pi into a raised to 4 by 8. Now in the above problem a was 2. So if you put a equal to 2, we have pi into 2 raised to 4, that is 16 divided by 8, which is 2 pi, and answer of example above to this example was 2 pi. So this is general integral. Above example is particular case of this example with a equal to 2. So what we have done is we have explained how to convert Cartesian double integral into polar integral, and then how to find out value of integral in terms of polar coordinates. So this is all about this session. I hope you like this lecture. Thank you very much.